All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple of extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready, break.
57 for Mike. Cut.
Hey, Charlie.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Hey, go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 2nd down now, Frederick. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Hey, let go.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to air one out. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Yellow.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 51. Mike 50.
To throw, it's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play that time for the Titans. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And an alley to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of...
The tackle made by Dante Nicholson. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Ready. 30 base. Under 10. 10. Hey, oval. 55. Right there. Down.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Derrick Henry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
I don't need to. Attack!
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
3rd and 11.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I'm here on Sunday.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
57 to Mike. 57.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll set up to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Tyler. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
And the Jaguar first down.
Let's go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now. You better bring it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
2nd and 13. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans 16.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd down, Frederick. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Ready.
55, Mike 55.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet.
On 3rd down, Frederick. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And this one is right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Let's go. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. I'm coming.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Defense, let's go. 51, Mike. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike, 51.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Stevens. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Gain of 13 yards. It's now 3rd and 2.
Yellow. I'm the blue lady. We won at 43.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. They'll run on 1st down. It's Moss, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
70, Indy.
57, Mike.
On 1st down, Frederick. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He completes it to Westbrook. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Blue, hey, exit. Shoot.
Now back to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Titans. Tony Pollard on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try to go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Silver, 15. Charlie, 51. Cross the pass.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. This one caught by Isabella. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Hey, Ripley.
Now Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Watch time. Tight end right. Hey, 4 down. Easy. Too small. Mike 51. I got it.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Got some room at the 30. James has got it. Complete. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out.
He's checking crowd. Hey, 43. Check the backer. Hey, 15.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey! 55! I got you, Pop. Hey, Foxtrot.
2nd and 5. The open man is Westbrook. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Don't get nervous. Hey, look, 3. Look, squeeze. Hey, Haywood.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
57 for Mike.
They'll try and throw for it here. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. There to stop him was Carlton Davis.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Rush in. Rush yellow. Rush in. Check, 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 check. Yellow.
On play action, it's Mahomes. There goes a deep ball, end zone.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. 15.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Henry. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit him, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll drop the throw. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
First down, Jaguars.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 30. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
61, matchbox, lights.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Titans' 14-yard line.
2nd and 9 now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 6 yards in the first down. Mahomes now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to float this over the middle deep, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yellow, yellow.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Check my scene 6. All day, every day.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down, Titans, gain of 12. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Watch the shit.
And he lost the football, and the Jags grab it. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Josh Allen just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Lock it. Now. 49, check 49. Hey, Delta.
2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Tyler. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Come on, D. Back.
Smooth. Yep.
Let flow. Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Begin.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That'll be caught by Rice. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 46, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the two-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Josh Oliver. Incomplete. He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Watch the pass.
Hey, echo.
Mike 5.
They'll set up to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel down. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Tennessee, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road.